What's up guys, Kuro here. So after I finish, not really finish, I stopped building up my Yuga. My Yuga damage stopped at 200 billion. And then because I was farming in Timeout 7 using the strategy farm that I posted in YouTube there, I farm when I have enough resource, I go play Rosa. Like now, I think it's like still cheap. So I use the 3 bird with 1 stone. So about this build, we are using Corrosive shot with activation medium. Activation, this one costs 1000 over. Just get a 0.3 second. Right now, this is freaking expensive. Activation medium, because which one? There's 2 activation medium. This one. This very expensive because of summoner. Summoner use this 0.3. So this is expensive, but instruction is cheaper. At the early stage, you can just get a 0.3 second. Like this still like can use 1201 just to start. And then at the back, like can get the T01. And then we also can upgrade this channel, get a T1. Like the price drop. This is like so cheap now. So I have one. I bought mine very expensive, like around 800 or 900. So for the equipment is like so not really that expensive. The chest is best to get an explosion, and then the helmet we need a suited mana, and then the master defense pendant. Ghost Slaughter, just keep running God of War, easy to drop, just that don't filter 2-star, or you show it as an individual, as a loot drop. Ghost Slaughter, they drop 0 to 2-star more frequently. 3-star is a bit hard to get. And then like Hunter Bell, Familiar Step, like all these, most of the damage over time equipment I bring over from Yuga 2. Even this Tracer's Pain. And then we need 1 Hero Gaze, like 2-star. I just corrupted this. This increase a lot of damage, focus impact when blocking. Like I was using this, like this additional attack damage. Like I changed to this one. So is I have to corrupt it. Like for example, you have to corrupt success. After that, bring your crafted mob over to the corrupted one. So the time is I have 2 more. I corrupted a few and then 1 success. So I just bring over these and over use the inheritance over it. So mostly is we are farming 3-star or 2-star one. If it's 3-star with 100 level, it's hard to go farm it. And you also need to get a T0 corrupted. This one will be hard to do. And then the weapon is the same. I bring over from Yuga 2. So here have a spell skill level. This one I override it. I put a dex, but don't really need. Just use the same as what Yuga have. Like +2 spell will increase some of the other skill, but it's not the Corrosive shot. This is for the equipment. Like her equipment don't really need to be a very high end one. Just slowly gear up. But for me, I just slowly gear up. And then for the Hero Trial, the expensive one is Hero Trial. We need the first engram so that we can use this legendary memory and try to get 15% and minus, like this is a prototype, so depending on how much you can afford, I'll suggest minus 20 to 25%. Don't lower it too much. And then this also minus 25%. The normal versions cost 4000. This is 4 to 5,000 without the reduce of the damage. The second one is I try to get a upper limit or a block. Like depend on if you lack a spell block, can get spell block. The third one is anything, but you need the murderous intent upper limit. Try to get the highest. And this is the hero trial, or is the top one. And then here link a channel. So for the skilling, Bury Step is to the top. If you put Bury Step have to be on the main skill, so that every time when we are fighting, you will not remove the buff from Bury Step. So Bury Step have to be at the main skill. So I link it like this because we have a high cooldown. So this one need a 4 second, and then duration. Best to get duration. And then this is the link, pain, catalytic, pacify, erosive. We use aim. When we move, this aim buff will drop. So always fight. Like stand and not moving when we are channeling the hero trial. So after, I forgot to say, after we get this legendary relic, hero relic, we can channel. So remember to go escape battle, activate your hero trial, so that when we press down, this is the hero trial. She will channel the hero trial. So whenever we we stop moving, we will get the buff from the aim. Like you can see the top, that's the buff on the aim. When we start moving, the aim will drop. And this for the aim. Like this is just to get more empower effect. Star Stalker, you can neither use extend duration or use Wellforge. And then Aegis of Fire. So here have 43.5 attack and spell block. As long as it's 100% uptime for the Aegis of Fire, we can remove some of the point. Like we don't really need a lot of attack block and spell block chance. So this one you have to go calculate. So that is 40. So here is 80. 80. Maybe I still need a few more to it. But yeah, later I will get into the block one. And then erosive enhance, pain, deep pain. Like both get the precise one. I didn't get the level 21. Energy Fortress too expensive, can't afford. This I bought it when I use it Yuga. Precise element resistance 21. Now it's like 2000, 1009 to 2000. So if you can't afford precise element resistance, just use the normal one. And then Soul Candle, I just get full defense. The other one is minus suited mana. That's why my mana suited is not, we don't really have a lot. So like the helmet I also want to change, like with a T1 or T0 energy shield, and then you'll get boost by here. So it's like there's still a lot of things to change. Mostly is get energy shield for survive, aura effect for aura resistant, element resistant. And then try to get explosion. Like I just bought a level 85 one, 100 too expensive. So next, the talent here. Like we use the starter impact. Like this one is fixed, I will not change here. And then the psychic is the same affection, and then reap. And this is the point. Like I will sometimes remove and add the point to element resistant. So mostly it's like this. And then still gain Vanguard here, can get a lot of resistance. The most important thing, try to max your resistance first. And mostly it's like all these, get all the buff. This is for the Ferminal Step. And then core talent, reflection, and the knowledgeable. For the statue of new god, I'm using 3 bird with 1 stone because it's more cheaper. And then now everything for Rosa is expensive. So all these don't copy exactly what I get, but to gain favor we need block. Like you can even get it on the Slate here. Depend whether is it cheap or not. Like everywhere you try to get a block ratio. And then like I haven't branded it yet, like I don't really have enough. They use up too much. Like here I have a trauma, I want to change this. Like this one is also need to change. Like I will have another one. So the legendary one is take very long to brand. Not like the for Yuga 2 one, like it's so easy to brand it because the legendary can be anything can be anything. But this time for the Rosa is hard. You must be exactly that is good for Rosa, like block ratio, gain favor. So have to buy and brand it. And about buying the Slate, so we go for God of War here. The main thing is always block ratio. We need block ratio. And then for example, favor, gain favor, you can see it's so expensive. Now the price drop a bit. Yeah, the price drop a bit. But this is Grand 3 favor. There's one Grand favor when blocking. This will be expensive. And it's like you are spending 400. And then when you fill on the legendary one, that's it. You have to change another. Yeah, it's like throwing so much frame value away. Like this time round, it's so hard to even get out. If you find that it's too expensive, then just find a block ratio and then keep branding it. Like you can bought those, like you just filter, find 50 frame value, and then buy all this cheap one and then go brand it. But try to get at least one legendary. So under the search here, get at least one legendary, and then the item level 85. So try to get more legendary. Like this one is 188, so depend whether you can gain favor, gain crit, how many favor or whatever shit. So here, gain 10 favor when blocking, chance to restore life and energy shield. This for more survive. So time mark 82 for Yuga 2, I have survive issue, but with Rosa I can run until time mark 83. I don't die. I don't really die in time mark 83. So I think I die mostly is because I didn't get my spell block to max. I didn't get this to max. So now is the training dummy. Every time you have to reset your character. Is that did this change? Yeah. So now it's like spell block is 97%. I still need a bit. But do the training dummy. So get everything to max. It's around 181. Like 20 seconds. Like wait for the next aim. So I stop channeling, wait for the next aim, and then I channel. The DPS testing for this is a bit weird. Sometimes the damage is very high, sometimes the damage is very low. So, but normally I test it up is around 100 billion damage. Now the damage drop. Like most of the time the damage is very high. You can go try out. But I can say that Rosa have a very good survive. And like these don't need to be expensive one. Like the candle I haven't even go upgrade yet. Like we can use max channel stack. And because I'm using the 3 bird with 1 stone, I can get split. I even got this, I also didn't use. Like parabolic speed. But That time I bought this on for Yuga. Yuga, there's no channeling when I play the Corrosive shot, but this time around, there's a channel here, and I only have one prepare. Like the rest is all you are using preparation because we have a high cooldown, so everything can be 100% uptime. So I can show you guys the mapping. The damage to be fine. Like I can go to 8-3. Because we pull the enemy together and then we use the explosion from the chest. Like we have high survive, so I don't really need to avoid anything. The only problem is that her item now is like so expensive. So if you want to play her, be prepared that all her heal memory, heal relic, all is expensive. Like the boss is not moving. Just that when she dragged too much enemy, it's like so laggy. I draw them all together. So for the training dummy, I don't get these 3% damage because you need to kill enemy in the holding domain, but this is good for mapping. That's why, but we need the murderous intent upper limit. The more block ratio and the murderous intent for us, the more damage we deal. I don't think I missed out anything. Oh yeah, I think here can get a spell block chance. This one is nothing else, this is useless. We only just need the spell block and it's not really that expensive. If can, there's a block ratio, but that would be expensive. No, there's none. You can get block ratio also. So it depends on what you can afford, but mostly for the Slate, we need these. But it's just overpriced. For Slate, we need defensive. It's 2,800. But just 2,800 is not really the best one. Everything is overpriced. Yahoo! So I think basically I will share this build code in the description there. If you need, can just use it as a reference. Like Ghost Slaughter is easy to drop. I got dropped 4-5 Ghost Slaughter, but they are all 2-star. So just use your own loot filter and then go edit the legendary gear site. Choose the one like I have it here. Choose the type, armor, strength. Oh, this is another one. Not this one. I think it's the second one. Yeah. Is it this one? Yeah, strength glove. So I got, and it doesn't have any I show attribute, like try to show 2 and above. And like all this is easy, just get element resistant, mostly element resistant, and then affection or energy shield. Like I have a sun ring, like this one is good. but I can't get more element resistance. 85 we only can get into 8% resistance, so this one sucks. We need 100, but I don't really find 100 one. So the helmet is best to get energy shield. We can't even use the blind vision. If not, I will use blind vision, but we can't. This intelligent one, we are not dealing any curse also. Like, there's no curse. Maybe at the end game there, we'll get one ring, but everything is expensive. So depend on what you can afford. And for Hunter Forge, I only left the last one to kill because the damage not really enough. Right here, I shot a bleed. Still need a bit more block, and I think that's it. If you guys find that this guide is useful, give me some like and subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, just comment down below. Thank you guys for watching. See ya. Bye bye.